Takes a snap. Going to hand off to Brown around the left side once again. Slips and goes down. And the Brown's going to get 2 or 3 on the carry. Again, once he gets that motor running around the corner, he's hard to bring down, so you have to tackle him low.
Yeah, you have to get him early. If he makes it a yard past the line of scrimmage, he's got a head of steam.
3rd and 2 for the Vikings. 4:30 to go in the first quarter. No score on the board. Look for him to go to a possible pass in this situation. No quarterback keeper. He's going to spin his way. Schonborn picking up some nice yardage right up the center of the field.
They should have been looking for that one.
Yeah, well enough for a Viking first down.
Because they've done that twice already. That was the 3rd time they've done that quarterback sneak to get the first down.
4:15 to go in the first quarter. No score on your board. Rockets and Vikings have both had the ball once each. Going to split Brown out wide right. It's coming to him. You might as well bank on it. Going to go for a mismatch here. Going to run a reverse.
There's that
back
same play.
To the side. Number 5 with the carry, trying to get around the left side, and he does. Picks up enough for a first down. That's Habron Lane on the carry for the Vikings. 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. Enough for a Vikings first down.
Now, the defensive end on that play, that's the same play that they made a lot of yardage last series, and this time the defensive end, he saw it coming, but he wasn't quite where he should have been in his position, and he couldn't get the tackle, or the play would have been stopped close to the line of scrimmage.
Rockets burn a timeout here early in the first quarter, Bill. While we have a timeout, let's give a shout-out to our sponsors tonight. I want to shout out to People's Bank, Charlie Hudson, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adena Health Systems, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, and Montgomery Trucking. Thank you once again, sponsors. Again, I want to thank all of our camera guys, too. These guys do an amazing job as we have the guys down on the sidelines doing a lot of the great work that they've done all year long. Jace Phillips does an amazing job. Again, we're going to try to possibly get him up here at halftime to talk a little bit about the Lights Out show and how exciting that was when he was in school. Now we've recruited him, and we have him on the sideline. So as a sideline reporter and camera guy,
now,
doing
Bub,
an amazing job.
If I'm the coach, I'm pumping these guys up so bad to go back out there and stop them right here at midfield.
Let's see if we can get a stop. Vikings in pistol formation once again. Schonborn at shotgun. Brown to his left. Takes a snap, drops back 3 steps. Throws it out in the flats. Pass complete to number 3. Brought down immediately. And the pass is complete to Dawson Brown on the play. Number 8 on the stop for the Rockets, and that's Seth Lambert. Again, folks, let me remind you all season long, and we hate to say it this way, but it's only the best way I know how to put it. The Rockets are playing with a glorified JV football team all season long.
Right.
Freshmen, sophomores, juniors. Those kids, a lot of these kids in normal circumstances would not be even seeing the field but on a Friday night. But tonight in this season, due to circumstances, they're getting a lot of OJT. Schonborn under center. Puts Brown 2 guys in motion. Got to have a flag, and there is one. You know, Bill, as a Viking coach, no doubt that has to be so frustrating at the 10th game of the season that we have false starts like that.
Right.
It should never happen on either side of the ball.
And as we talked earlier, this may come down to, like last week, was special teams. You cannot at any time look over any part of the game that you need to practice or that you should be practicing.
1st and 15 for the Vikings. Ball resting at the Rocket 43-yard line. 3:16 to go in the first quarter. Schonborn at shotgun. Brown to his right. Long count. Takes the snap. Hands off to Brown around the left side. Again, the
he's got the running room.
Defensive end just getting sucked in. Gets down to about the 35-yard line.
Not as much as we thought, though.
Again, the only thing I see the Vikings, Bill, lacking so far from absolutely making them an explosive football team is speed.
Right.
They're just a little. They don't have that.
I think
amazing
Wellston
speed that you would expect.
Right.
From a Viking football team.
I think Wellston's doing a great job of hanging in there so far.
Now they're gaining yardage and they're doing all those things, but the speed portion of this, again, Brown's he's the type of back he's going to run over you instead of run around you. We get that. Schonborn under center for the Vikings. Takes the snap. Hands off first back to number 5.
There we go. There we go.
Line of scrimmage.
All right.
Number
Great job,
5,
defense.
Lane Habron on the carry.
Well, folks, listen. We got some texts coming from our viewers, And if you're at home, tune in to us. We got text coming from viewers. It'd really be nice, they said, if we could hear that victory bell tonight. Said it's been a long time.
The old victory bell. 2:05 to go in the first quarter. No score on your board, folks. Rockets defensively have bend, don't break.
I tell you what, if Wellston can make it to the second quarter with no other scores, that's a victory right there.
Schonblum puts a man in motion with a pitch around the right side. Great job by the defensive end, turning the play in. Number 33 still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He goes. Rockets had that initially stopped.
We had that stopped close to the line of scrimmage. Here's the replay. Watch it here. Our defensive end turned the play back inside.
Missed the hold right in front of us. But number 33, Gabe Raske, on the carry and puts the Vikings deep inside Rocket territory, down at about the 10-yard line. First and goal for the Vikings. Takes a snap, hands off to Brown around the left side again. A lot of running room. He should get into the end zone, and he does. Again, nobody out there, Bill. Our defensive end, again, just collapsed.
Right.
Should have strung that. Like the last play, the defensive end, the left defensive end, done an amazing job spreading that play out, making that play turn back inside. Didn't happen.
Now, folks, what we're talking about is that defensive end. He's there at the end of the line. And all his job is to turn that play back inside so that you have your linebackers and other linemen sweeping across to make that tackle.
Number 35, I believe, on to kick the extra point for the Vikings. That would be Cooper Hayburn. It is. 1:17 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 your score. Vikings on top. Strike pay dirt first. Snap is a good one. Kick is up. And a nice spiral. Oh, I thought it went in.
Yeah, I thought it did too.
Again, wow, with a minute 17 to go here in the first quarter, 6-0 your score. Be a little bit of a surprise score.
Surprise, right. I'm excited. I'm doing everything I can not to take the headsets off and get out here and start cheering for these boys.
So the Rockets have done a nice job, Bill, defensively in this first quarter, able to keep the Vikings somewhat at bay defensively. Again, a couple plays here and there, and the score could be much different from what it is.
Well, I think Vinton County might be a little hamstringed because of their new quarterback. Just coming in and he's not as big as and he's just not quite. Now they've made one or two catches, but not quite there. So they're. I'm very surprised, very excited for Wellston to get the ball back.
If I could interrupt you just a moment, if the Vikings in this particular situation would be a perfect time right now to do an onside kick. They know the Rockets' offense could be a little bit stymied with a freshman quarterback.
Because
let's see if the Vikings try to pull the hat trick or something right here. Let's see if we have an onside kick or a squib kick. Let's see what happens. Minute 17 to go here in the first quarter. Approaches the ball, going to kick it away. Going to be picked up at about the 15. Yadernachek up the center.
There he goes.
Brings it out to the 46.
And you know what, Bub? He saw the hole. I saw in his running when he had that ball and he looked up and he saw that hole and he took off.
Big return on the kickoff for the Rockets with a minute 10 to go here in the first quarter. Rockets trail 6-0. Coming to you live, senior night, lights out night from the Jones. Justin Jackson, the freshman quarterback, in under center for the Rockets. Puts Thompson in motion to the left. Going to hand off to Kemp over the left side. Hit right at the line of scrimmage. Is going to lose about a yard on the play. Meeting him in the hole there, starting right off, was number 75. And, Bill, who is that for the Vikings?
No, that was 25.
25, I'm sorry.
Joshua Thacker come up, one of the linebackers stepped right up and did what a linebacker's supposed to do, met that man right at the line of scrimmage.
Officials being generous and give it to us right back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
It appeared that he had lost one on the play. 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Now, I want to see Bubba Kemp. He's a good runner. I like the way he runs. And I want to see them hand off to see what he can do.
Rockets they're going to have to burn a timeout. They're going to run out of time here. Inside 5 seconds. You're going to have to call timeout, Coach. 5-yard penalty. Here it comes. Nope, called timeout right at the last second.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. You got to keep that. You got to have to keep your momentum. And right now, Wellston's their spirits are up. They're pushing the ball. They're trying to push the ball. They've had some good things on defense. They're only down by 6 points. That's a plus.
Can I stay on the screen?
Again, at halftime this evening, you want to be sure and stay tuned for the annual Lights Out show. The Golden Rocket Band will be performing their Lights Out show. And real quick, while we're at it, let's give another shout out to our sponsors, People's Bank, Charlie Hudson, the mayor of Wellston, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, and Montgomery Trucking. Thank you, folks, for your sponsorship this year. Again, making BNG Media possible. Bodie Kemp at the I-back, at the tailback spot. Justin Jackson under center, the freshman quarterback for the Rockets. Gives the center a little tap. Going to take the snap. Going to pitch it back to number 23 around the right side.
He picked the hole.
Picks a couple hole, puts his head down, stays on his feet. And again, really nice run that time by Mason Collins, a sophomore for the Rockets. He turned the corner and headed upfield.
Right.
Nice job.
They pitched him the ball. He caught the ball. He saw the hole and immediately turned upfield.
Give him a gain of about 5 on the play.
And there we are, folks, end of the first quarter.
End of 1.
And I'm assuming that when folks have their little app on their phone to get the scores, and they see 6-0, they're going to wonder what in the world is Wellston doing.
Bill, this has got to be a moral victory for this football team for the Rockets tonight. Only coming in tonight with everyone expected. Okay, this is going to be running clock at the end of the first quarter.
Right.
It is not. It's 6-0, which it's a moral victory for the Rockets. You say, how's that a moral victory? And you're still getting beat. Well, if you've been through what these kids have been through all season long, that's a moral victory.
Right.
So, around the area tonight, Nelsonville 13, Athens 0. That's in the first quarter. Ironton 7, Portsmouth 0 in the first quarter. Gallia 13, South Point 0. Widowsburg 7, Portsmouth West 0. That's a game that you'll want to keep an eye on. St. Trace 0, Adina 0. Union Oda 0, Westfall 0. Not many scores on the board so far. Jackson 0, Chillicothe 0, Logan 0, Zanesville 0. So that's what's going on around the area. Well, here's a little bit of a shocker. Valley 7, Midford 0. We're ready to get action back underway here from the Jones. The Rockets have the ball 3rd and 5 right at midfield. Justin Jackson at shotgun. Spoke a little bit to his dad about him playing quarterback. He has all the makings of being an outstanding quarterback. He's a freshman, so he's learning by fire. Takes the snap, drops back, looking, throws it out in the flats. He has a man. Thompson caught.
Oh, I had some head-to-head.
Yeah, absolutely, and the official did too on that. He threw a
Save.
flag.
BMG, let's get there we go. Here's the replay.
You're going to see this in the replay. You can't lead with your head on the tackle. And Justin making a nice play. Boom. Headshot there. Number 3 on the tackle. That is Dawson Brown. Should be a 15-yard penalty, and it is. Great call by the official, and that was pretty obvious. You had to call that on the far side.
Yeah, and by accident or not, probably was an accident. He was coming in aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And those things do.
I mean, that's just what you do. If you're a football player, you go at it. And the Viking player number 3 done that. Again, that was Dawson Brown doing what he's taught to do. Go make a hard tackle. And unfortunately, just a little bit too much helmet on that play. 11:54 to go in the first half. Rockets trail 6-0 to pick up a first down inside Viking territory at the 35. Jackson hands off to Kemp around the right side. Still on his feet. Brought down, slung down by number 69 for the Vikings. Big old hoss over there on the side is Ryan Bowers for the Vikings. So stop there. He broke through. Rockets able to pick up 1 on the play.
Now we've got to do some things here on offense. Now we're primed on defense. We're making some stops there. They're still moving the ball, but we got to do something on offense now that's going to keep Vinton County on their toes.
So far, the Rockets are content in just letting the clock run down, which is exactly what I would do. And let's be honest, this game's not supposed to be as close as what it is right now, and the Rockets are taking advantage, running down the clock. Going to hand off to Kemp around the right side, cuts back up inside.
There he goes.
Going to gain some yardage. Going to be couple yards short of a first down, but again, your boy, Bubba Kemp.
Yeah, boy, that name ought to stick. If you're all out there and you see him in town or wherever you see him, running around, call him Bubba Kemp.
You know, this young man, he's a senior. He has left it all on the field. Every game that he's been able to play, he's been hurt several games this year, but you just can't keep him out of the lineup. You know, what does he have to play for?
Right.
Okay, he's a senior. He's been hurt, and he said, "I'm playing."
Right.
So he's out there.
And your record and your team record's not good, and that would cause some folks to stay out.
Rockets take the snap. Going to hand off to Thompson, the first man through and hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. And you're in 4-down territory right here if you're the Rockets. He's going to be just short. Actually going to be a couple yards short.
Brought down by Reagan Newman.
Now, Bill, we used to have a play in high school where if we didn't get to you at the fullback in a 32 trap or 32 dive, we'd run a quick dump pass to the tight end right over the center. I don't know if the Rockets have anything like that in their arsenal, but now would be a good time to perform that because the Vikings are walking everybody up.
You have to have a good fake. They have to think that you are running the ball, and then you pull it out and just pop it right over the linebackers.
Jackson takes a snap, looks, throws in the flats. Caught! First down, but it's going to come back. It's going to be a hold, I'm afraid, against the Rockets. It's in that holding territory.
Well, that's similar to what we just called right over behind the linebackers. The linebackers jumped up, but the ball was too high for him, and so he got it right in a good area where they were not.
See the official. Oh, chop block. Yeah, that's a 15-yard penalty going against the Rockets.
Oh, that's going to bring us back.
Now I'm not super sure now, Bill, if I don't go ahead and just punt it. Obviously, I would punt it. I don't want to give the Rockets or the Vikings any more field than we would. Punt it, coach.
Yeah, you got to aim it for that goal line down in the corner.
We're going for it. I'm not sure that I agree with this call. 4th and about 17. Now he changes his mind. He's going to bring in the punting unit, which is the right call.
Yeah. Well,
you don't want to give Vinton County any more space than you have to because
you don't want to give them the idea that we just made a mistake and let's capitalize on it.
Now we want to kick the ball out of bounds and kick it away from the returner so he doesn't have an opportunity to touch this thing. Kick it away from him. Good snap, punt. Nice end over, nice spiral punt, but again, not sure why.
And it's taking a roll.
Touched the Rockets.
Down on about the 5.
About the 5-yard line.
Boy, things just happen to be going the right direction, and when you get a bunch of those kind of plays together, good things happen.
Again, Proch, no surprise, or you may be surprised.
I am elated.
6-0 your score. Many folks thought this thing would be completely out of hand already. But the Rockets hanging tough tonight. 6-0 your score with 9:40 remaining in the half.
In order to get a victory, and I said victory, I'm just threw that out there, you've got to keep Vinton County this close. You can't let them get away.
Obviously, you've got to key on Garrett Brown. He's been their go-to guy for several games in a row now. And why not? I mean, he's been able to chew up all types of yardage for the Vikings on the ground.
And that's where I think they'll start going. They'll wind out the clock too and just give it to him nearly every play.
Sean Bourne under center. Takes a snap, pitches around to number 3 around the right side. He's got some real estate. He kicks it up inside. Going to be good enough for a Viking first down. Again, that's number 3 on the carry, and that's Dawson Brown. Picks up a Viking first down on the far side. Good pursuit defensively by the Rockets. Bill, we're seeing a much better rushing defense for the Rockets tonight than what we've seen in games in the past.
Seeing much better coverage. Now, Vinton County's getting yards, but we're getting the coverage that we need. We just need to get there quicker and make better tackles.
Vikings a shotgun. Takes the snap, going to roll to his left. Quarterback is hit the backfield, but gets up.
Oh, I got to push in the back over here. And no flag.
Number 37, that's Cole Kemp on the stop for the Rockets.
Here, watch it on the replay, bub.
They're probably not going to be able to see much of it on that, but nice run that time by the Vikings. Second down and about 4. 8:50 to go here in the first quarter. Sean Morgan at shotgun with Garrett Brown to his left. Takes a snap, going to hand off to Brown around the right side. He turns the corner, turns it inside, still on his
All right,
feet.
he's running now.
Again.
We got to get him. Jump on him. You're running beside him.
Again, Brown all the way down inside Rocket territory to about the 20-yard line. And Rocket's able to run him down from behind Bill and be able to make the tackle.
Yeah, they were. He got the leg room, and like you said, they don't seem to be the fastest. But once he got around that corner, he took off.
It's just hard to bring down. He's a big boy and hard to make the tackle.
Yeah. But we had some boys there running. It seemed like they were running side by side. All you got to do is just jump on him.
Well, again, you had a couple freshmen out there. You have a freshman at corner that was trying to run to make the play. Again, not making excuses, just giving you facts.
Right.
Okay.
All right. We don't want to give Vinton County any leeway here. Defense got to step up.
Nice stutter step at the line of scrimmage by number 5, and he takes it in the end zone. That's Lane Habron. Takes it in the end zone for the Vikings, but he made a really nice move, Bill, at the line of scrimmage.
Right, he did. He made a line. He hit the line of scrimmage, and most of the time, once you get to the line of scrimmage, if you have that hole, you either cut right or you cut left.
Made a nice stutter step at the line of scrimmage and took it to the end zone for a touchdown for the Vikings. 12-0 your score. 8 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Now we'll have to see how Wellston responds to this. I'm hoping they will be upbeat. I hope they will continue to pressure Vinton County, and we'll see how that goes.
Habron on to kick the extra point. Number 35 for the Vikings. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it's going to be wide left again. Again, he punches it left. Bill, as the Vikings, as they progress, they win this game tonight, they go on to the playoffs, and the extra points is so critical when you get to the next level.
Well, just as we saw last week, how important special teams are, and those extra points have got to be automatic, no questions asked. You get the extra point.
Again, I want to send a shout out to all of these kids for the Rockets here tonight. You know, they've been, as everybody knows, they've been handed a bad deck of cards this year. I commend them for sticking it out.
Absolutely.
You know, especially the seniors. I commend them for sticking it out and playing this year. You know what? They come out here. They're being competitive tonight. It's a competitive game. Down 12-0, but it's a competitive game. They're doing some things a lot better on defense, showing a little bit of signs of life on the offensive side.
Right, yeah. I've seen improvement tonight. Now, Vinton County's got 2 touchdowns. I get that. But we've seen some improvement here tonight. I think these boys are, at least like we said earlier, going to leave it all out on the field tonight.
Habron on the kick for the Vikings. Nice end-over-end kick, going to be caught at about the 15. That is Kemp, I believe, 37. The ball carrier makes his way through, brings it all the way out to about the 40-yard line. Again, I believe that was Cole Kemp on the return for the Rockets. It was. Again, tonight, Bill, returning kickoffs has been a good thing.
Right, yeah, and Kemp there found a little hole and got an extra 10 yards.
Found a seam there and took it.
Congratulations.
7:55 to go in the half.
Yeah. That's good. See ya.
We're getting a little bit of feedback from maybe it's Ork from Ork up in the drone tonight. I don't know.
The drone's sending messages to us, maybe. Hey, we'll shout out, might as well, while we're talking about it, BMG and the folks that are running the drones. Yeah. Great job. Great with the music, with the effects.
Number 8 on the carry for the Rockets, stopped at the line of scrimmage. And again, that is Seth Lambert, a sophomore, running back and linebacker for the Rockets. Number 78 in the game, Gage Goheen. He's another sophomore for the Rockets.
Yeah, we got some folks texting in about the size of Vinton County's players. And, folks, I'll tell you right now, that defensive line has got a good, 40 pounds?
Yeah, probably.
And probably 2 or 3 inches taller.
Trial by fire, the Rockets tonight. Jackson up under center for the Rockets. Puts Thompson in motion to the right. Takes a snap. Going to hand off to Lambert over the left side. Lambert hits the hole.
He hit it hard, and he hit it fast.
He hit it hard and fast, and shoestring tackle, or he would have taken that to the house.
He had his eyes on the back of that end zone.
Wow. Great run that time.
Now, this is what we're talking about, the differences. Vinton County's big. They're not quite as fast. We got a fast guy in there. He slipped by him before they knew what was going on.
And 78 over there, Gage Goheen doing a nice job on that on the lineup there for the Rockets. Number 64 out there as well. That's Dayton Breach. He's a junior. See what else the Rockets have up front. Looks like Lambert way back in the backfield again. Jackson under center, going to hand off to going to bootleg it, keep it to his right. Just throw it away, son. Just throw it away. All right, tuck it and run it then. Nice job, son. Nice job.
Okay, now
nice
what do
run.
we got a 4th down, and we got, what, 2? Maybe 1?
Still got to punt it and try to punt it deep.
Still have to. Yeah,
yep,
you got to get it over in the corner so that they can't run it. But a good, nice little series. We moved the ball there. We moved the ball.
Yeah, some positive things happening on that. Again, a very young Rocket football team out there right now. Rockets going for it. 4th and about 2.
Well, I'll give them kudos on the courage.
Trying to draw them off sides. Jackson puts his head down, not going to pick up the first down.
I think the play was to try to draw them off, and they did jump, but they didn't cross that line. So now, as you've said a few times, Wellston's going to have to be tougher than a $2 steak to keep Vinton County out of the end zone this time.
5:44 to go here in the half. Rockets were not able to convert on 4th down. Again, even though we're only trailing 12-0, I'm probably punting that ball away, Bill.
Yes.
Try to pin it back as deep as I possibly can.
We want to keep Vinton County as far away from the end zone as possible.
Now the Vikings have excellent field position inside Rocket territory at about the 44-yard line. And, when you have weapons like Brown at the running back, again, he's no speedster, but he's going to run over you or try to round over top of you to gain additional yardage. Sean Bourne at shotgun. Brown to his right, takes a snap. Going to bootleg, throw across the middle. Going to be completed to number 3. He's going to be drilled hard
hit.
by the
Who
freshman.
Is that boy?
The freshman for the Rockets, Josh Clarkson, puts a licking on the opposing number 3, and that was Dawson Brown with a nice
Josh,
reception
I will
for the
tell you
back.
right now, up here in the booth, you getting kudos. Good hit. Took him off his feet and out of the field. That boy, I like to see that. I really do like to see that. He put his head in there.
Sean Bourne at shotgun. He's there by himself. Takes a snap, rolls to his right. He's under some pressure, looking downfield, throws it across the middle. Intended for Ashton Allman, pass incomplete.
We got some text about that 88. That's Ashton Allman. We don't have any stats as far as his height or weight, but pretty big boy.
He's got to be at least 6'5", goes probably 270, 280. With that left defensive end spot and left tight end spot. Sean Bourne at shotgun. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Ball at their Rocket 34. Takes a snap. Hands off to Brown around the right side. Again, he has a lot of real estate. First down and then some. Pulls it around the left side. Tries to get in the end zone. Takes a cut. And does. Gets in the end zone.
So now we're looking back at the non-punt play, but going for it on 4th down, and at this point in the game we can criticize it, but at the time it looked like a brave move.
Yeah, see, again, we've spoken all season long, Bill, about defensive end play. Our defensive ends have got to do a better job. You got to string that play out.
Yes.
That's your first step as a defensive end. You step out and then up. You don't step down in toward the play, so that makes it easier for the tight end to push you down inside. So you got to fight and string that play all the way to the sideline if you have to, and the Rockets not able to make that happen.
Right.
Vikings going for 2 here. 18-0 your score. 5:20 to go here in the first half. Sean Bourne under center for the Vikings. Going to hand off to first back through, hitting the backfield, and I don't know that he got in there. He did not.
We're not seeing the call.
And great job up front by the Rockets.
There we go with the defense.
Thompson and then Clarkson again for the Rockets, the freshman, stepping up there and making the stop, not allowing the Vikings Bill to convert.
Now, when we call things out, we're going to call them out both ways. Who should you give the ball to right there with 2 yards to
One
get?
will give it to Brown every time.
There we go. And he was more of the decoy rather than the runner that time.
But 5:20 to go here in the first half. Rockets trail now 18-0 your score. Rockets had somewhat, Bill, of a moral victory. You got to say as the team has played better on both sides of the ball so far.
Tonight they have, yeah. Yeah.
And the Vikings, again, we wish them all the luck the rest of the season, but as they go on to playoff action, extra point conversion, special team extra point conversion is something that they're going to have to be able to convert. And so far here tonight, they're 0 for 3.
Now, I think what nobody has talked about this yet, of course, Wellston's got a young team. They're only going to get better. And so I would encourage everybody, every one of those boys, to keep coming out every year.
Yoder to check with the ball, following his blockers up to
yes.
the center of the field. And once again, brings it up to the 42-yard line. Great return by Bennett Yadernacek for the Rockets, coming off of a broken collarbone.
Yeah, he was questionable of even whether he was going to come back for the rest of the season, just so that he wouldn't re-injure that collarbone.
You know, I've got to have that kid on the field every play, both sides of the ball.
There are some players, folks, that whether it's offense, defense, whether you go one way, there's some folks that need to be out on the field all of the time.
He's one of them.
And he's one of them.
He needs to play both sides.
Because if he's not, if he doesn't have the action, he knows where the action's at, and it usually he's on it or part of it.
Jackson takes a snap, hands off to Kemp around the right side, trying to break through the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings, Bill, doing exactly what the Rockets should be doing defensively on that defensive end spot.
Yeah.
And that's just stringing that play out and leaving it nowhere to go.
Now, one thing I'll say about Vinton County, those boys they got the big boys, and you can put them out there on that defensive end, and it's hard to push 260 and 70 pounds around. I don't care who you are.
Ryan Bowers, number 69 for the Vikings. He's a senior. That kid, he's got to be 6'7". They're just up the road. There must have something in the water or cornbread and beans or something up there. Those guys are giants, man.
Corn-fed.
Jackson takes a snap, looks, throws it out in the flats. Incomplete, gets rid of it. But, again, he got rid of the ball quickly. Didn't hang on to it. Didn't make the mistake by throwing an interception or anything like that. Able to get rid of the ball, so it brings up third down and about 11 for the Rockets.
Rockets, I don't know how else to say this. They need to stay calm. They need to stay with the program, what they're doing. They don't need to get down. Don't look at that score as if, oh, here we go, we're losing again, so let's just throw in the towel.
I've noticed, Bill, the coaching staff here for the Rockets are taking their time and getting the plays in. I think there's a strategy behind that.
Right.
We'll talk about that in just a minute. Justin takes a snap, drops back 3 steps, going to throw the middle screen. Going to be complete to number 8.
Get up the field. Get up the field.
Get up the field. I tell you, the kid runs hard. You got to give him all the credit in the world for a sophomore. When he catches the ball or runs the ball, he tucks it and does everything that he possibly can to get upfield. Brings up 4th down for the Rockets, 4th and 11. No gain on the play.
Now, what happened, that play took a little bit too long to develop. If he would have got the ball maybe a little earlier, might have made a difference there.
Again, what we were talking about the previous play, the Rockets coaching staff, I believe, is using all of the time that they possibly can just to keep Vinton County off the field.
Right, time management.
Snap is good. The punt, nice spiral punt, going to hit at about the 35-yard line and drop and stop at about the 28-yard line with 3:37, Bill, here to go to in the first half. We want to, again, remind everybody to stick around for the halftime show. It's going to be the annual Lights Out show for the award-winning Wellston Golden Rocket Marching Band. So you want to be sure and stick around for that for halftime.
Well, folks, I tell you what, I'm excited. You're looking at the score 18-0. You're thinking, well, what are you excited about? I'm excited for this team. I'm excited for what's going to happen in the future for them. They're like we've said, they're trial by fire, and they're only going to get better as time goes on.
And we've seen improvement on both sides of the ball tonight. Sean Vernon shotgun. Brown to his left, takes a snap. Going to hand to Brown around the right side again. Give him a gain about 7 or 8 on the play. Brought down by number 54 for the Rockets, and that is Hunter Collins, another sophomore. for the Rockets out there playing.
Now, Vinton County trying to speed things up here a little bit because they're running out of time. Now, this running back is number 20 for Vinton County. You have got to hit him hard and hit him early. If he gets ahead of steam, he's going to take you down another 5 yards.
2nd down and 1 for the Vikings. Bone count, takes a snap. Looking across the middle. Pass caught by Allman on his feet. Trying to carry everybody, gets inside Rocket territory to the 45-yard line and was able to make the catch.
Vinton County trying to hurry things along now.
2:45 to go in the half.
Rockets need something here to stymie that, to eat up some more of that clock. Keep them in bounds. Don't let them get out of bounds. Don't let them get a first down.
Vikings at shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands off to Brown around the right side. Again, has some real estate, puts his head down, going to pick up another Viking first down. Bill, really the only thing I see Brown that needs to change, he carries the football in the wrong arm.
Yeah, and I don't see him going down too much. He seems like he runs straight up, and he can do that against Wellston. But boy, I tell you what, when he gets another boy his size, like some of those linemen that Vinton County have,
he's going to need to put the ball in the other arm to get him around there so somebody doesn't knock it out.
Right.
2 minutes to go. Going to run a reverse, and that's going nowhere. Rockets going to stop them. They ran a counter play. Great defensive play by number 54 again. Collins, the sophomore linebacker for the Rockets, as well as number 21, Braley Thompson for the Rockets, going to lose about a half a yard.
Yeah, they were there out there on that defensive end, out on the end of the line, and pushed that back in, and they stayed home, and so that didn't go anywhere.
Unbalanced to the right. Vikings takes a snap, hands off to Brown over the right side. Puts his head down, stays on his feet. Again, brought down by a host of Rockets, Bill, on the play.
Now, if Wellston can keep them out of the end zone another time before the end of the half, that'll be a moral victory in itself, because Vinton County's wanting to get in there real bad before the end of the half.
Sure, they want to do that. Again, a surprise. So far, the score is only 18-0, and I say that respectively. Schonborn at shotgun. Brown to his right, takes a snap, hands off to Brown around the left side. Again, the stiff arms a couple guys. And
now you notice the Wellston man. The Wellston man hit him low. Who is that? 21. That Thompson.
Braley Thompson. Yep.
Thompson hit him low. Took it, grabbed, got him by the legs.
Number 3, Clarkson down for the Rockets with 35 seconds to go here in the first half. Rockets trailing 18-0 your score.
Boy, I hate to see, especially freshmen and sophomores, I hate to see them go down on the field on a varsity game, because you know they're out there giving it their all.
Again, Bill, let's call out some more linemen out there for the Rockets. Again, respectfully for Clarkson there. Hopefully everything's okay with him.
I'll give a shout out. Yeah, I'll give a shout out to these Wellston Golden Rocket linemen. Seems like we're getting a little bit of a surge that we've talked about in the past, being able to push it, and bigger boys. Got a little bit of weight on the Vinton County side, and Wellston's doing much better at controlling that than they have in the last few games.
Number 77, we'll talk about him for just a moment. That's Landon Hypes for the Rockets. Defensive tackle and offensive lineman for the Rockets as well. But down on the field right now for the Rockets, the freshman kid that has done just about everything you could ask him to do for the Rockets is Clarkson, Josh Clarkson.
And he delivered a hit over here on this sideline, pumping the Vinton County fellow right out of bounds, and boy put a helmet on him. I hope
35 seconds to go here in the half.
Tell you what, I hope he's not out of the game.
Yes.
Rockets giving it everything that they can tonight, leaving it all on the field. again, we've spoken about this in the first half. Both sides of the ball, Bill, they have had much improvement tonight. Defensively, of course, they've had some breakdowns at defensive end spot several times, but defensively, offensively, they've done a nice job. I can see much improvement in the last 2 to 3 weeks since the last time we saw the Rockets on the field.
Yeah, the last time we saw them on the field, by the end of the half, we're coming out at halftime and we were going to do a running clock.
Folks, want to take a break in the action, let you watch some of the rerun plays here for just a moment. Again, we want to thank all of our fine sponsors for making this possible. People's Bank here in Wellston, Mayor Charlie Hudson, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina Health System, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, and Montgomery Trucking. We're going to take a break here while they tend to Josh Clarkson, and we'll be back here in just a few moments. I'm here. Okay. Welcome back once again, Rocket fans. We apologize for the delay. 35 seconds remaining here in the first half, and the Rockets lose a freshman player to injury, number 3, Josh Clarkson. We'll catch everybody up to date.
Pretty tough little player.
Here in just a moment.
Looks like Wellston's going for it.
Takes the snap. Vikings go around the right side. Number 15 on the carry for the Vikings. Give him a gain. It looks like enough for the first down with 25 seconds remaining. Again, Clarkson, the injured player for the Rockets, the freshman, taken off the field. But we've seen, Bill, a tremendous display of sportsmanship by the Vinton County Vikings as they all came out on the field and showed their support for Clarkson. That was really a very touching moment. Great sportsmanship by the Vikings there. Vikings looking to the corner of the end zone. Has number 3. Pass caught. Touchdown Vikings in the corner of the end zone with 8 seconds remaining here in the half.
Yeah, that play was set up, right where our injured player would have been. And so they decided to
exploit that and go right at that spot.
To strike that spot.
Yep.
Now, yeah, like you said earlier, when Vinton County walked out on the field, there is a level of respect.
Absolutely.
That might as well call them the two gladiators have for each other when they meet out on the field. You know, everybody's going to give their best and do their best, and you can respect that.
Sean Bourne goes into the end zone, scores a 2-point conversion for the Vikings with 4 seconds remaining in the half. Vikings go on top now by the score of 24-0. Over the Rockets with 2 seconds remaining. Again, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. People's Bank, Charlie Hudson, Mayor of Wellston, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina Health Systems, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and BCR Construction here in Wellston. Thank you folks for all of your fine support that helps make this possible tonight. Vikings going to kick off here. With 2 seconds remaining, on top of the Rockets by the score of 26-0.
Now, there's something that happens when someone starts, when they see that hole open, when they start believing in themselves, and you can see it in their motions out on the field. When that happens, and that Yardnachek boy, he got that ball and took off running with it.
Squib kick. Rockets need to drop on it, and they do right at the 43-yard line. That will do it. At the end of the first half, it's the Vinton County Vikings 26 and the Golden Rockets 0. We want to encourage you to stick around for the halftime show. You'll see both bands perform here at halftime, the Vinton County Marching Vikings, and then after that, immediately, the lights will be turned out, and it will be the annual Lights Out show here from C.H. Jones Field. Again, just a real quick shout-out to our sponsors one more time before we take a break for halftime here. People's Bank in Wellston, Charlie Hudson, the mayor of Wellston, Martin Floor Store, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and BCR Construction. Thank you all for your fine support that helps make this all possible for these young men. Again, we're coming to you live from the Jones tonight, senior night and lights out night here from C.H. Jones Field. We're going to take a break while we let you enjoy both marching bands tonight. We'll be back with you with second half action here in just a little bit.
Under the direction of Sam Cooper and Katie King, color guard instructor Courtney Scarberry, and major ed instructor Janice White. Uniform head Corey Harper and field commander Allie Miller. Please welcome the Vinton County Marching Vikings. Be wary, because the werewolves are out tonight. Make sure you look for the werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand. Here is Warren Zevon's 1978 hit, Werewolf of London. two are closing in to steal your due. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mortal man can resist the evil of the Thriller.
Yeah, Elijah.
Good job, Ava. Thanks, Dave. Thank you. You're welcome. Was that pretty cool?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Wellston Golden Rocket Marching Band to perform their 2022 field show entitled Her Majesty. Led by Field Commanders Hannah Predragovich and Emma McGowan, the band is under the direction of Mrs. Emily Talley, with the assistance from Catherine McCall-Smith, Brian Bethel, Jackie Hildebrand, Danny Cox, and Casey Bethel. Tomorrow the band will travel to Nelsonville High School to compete in their final competition of the regular season. Let's wish them good luck. Tonight the band will perform their entire show with the lights on after the game. Please stick around to watch. And now the band will perform their 2022 Lights Out show, which includes music from Handel, Ex-Wives from the musical Six, and Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. At the conclusion of the show, the senior band members will leave their shoes on the field to be filled by a younger member of the band. The band would like to thank their senior members for their dedication, contributions, and leadership over the years. You will all be missed greatly. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Wellston Golden Rockets Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, your Wellston Golden Rocket Marching Band. Again, good luck tomorrow in Nelsonville at your competition. We would also like to thank once again Adina Sports Medicine for providing athletic training services here tonight for the game. We'd also like to thank Jackson County EMS, Wellston Fire Department, and the Wellston Police Department for their services here tonight at the game.
Yeah, it's all right.
Welcome back, Rocket fans, to C.H. Jones Field, to tonight's contest between the Vinton County Vikings and your Wellston Golden Rockets. Bill Norris, I'm Bud Norris, bringing you your action tonight. Bill, as we wait for the lights to come back on, let's just rehash the first half tonight. Vikings came out. Obviously, everybody expected this game, the score to be the way it is currently, but the Rockets came out on both sides of the ball, and much improvement both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively.
Well, I think most folks would look at this score, and we kind of figured maybe that what it would have been at the end of the first quarter.
Yes.
So speaking of that, I think the Golden Rockets have held on to the ball longer than we had expected. I think they have made Vinton County stumble a few times and not just be able to quite do all that they wanted to do in the time allotted.
But, again, we're about 3 minutes away from opening half action here for second half action football here from C.H. Jones Field. You're looking at an aerial view of the football game here tonight. Great shot by our camera guys and Encompassing Solutions with the drone video for us here this evening. Again, around the area tonight, let's take a look at some football scores. We'll pull those up for you real quick. It's Nelsonville 27. Athens 7, that was in second quarter action. Gallia Academy 33, South Point 3. Colgrove 44, Rock Hill 28. That was first quarter action. Boy, that's a lot of scoring going on there in the first quarter. Zane Trace 28, Adena 0 at the half. That's Logan 27, Zanesville 0. That's at the half. Valley 15, Minford 7. That's at the half. Moving on down the line here, Wheelersburg 7, Portsmouth West 6. That's in third quarter. That game is expected to be what it is, probably score-wise. Northwest 20, Sims Valley 0. Unionota 0, Westfall 0. It's Jackson 7, Chillicothe 0. That's a big game in that league of play for those two schools fighting for outright championship for the league. It's Huntington 6, Piketon 16. Paint Valley 41, Southeastern 14. Canal Winchester 21, Big Walnut 0. Circleville 6, Liberty Union 6, and Green Bobcats 20, and the Eastern Eagles 20. It's Eastern Sciotoville East 14, Notre Dame 16, Marietta 6, Warren 14, and that's just some of the scores around in the area here this evening. We're still waiting for the lights to come back on here at C.H. Jones Field. Still going to be probably, I'm going to estimate at least 5 more minutes, I would guess, before the lights come back on full strength. I know they have both teams' captains out at the center field right now. Vinton County won the toss, Bill, to start the ball game tonight. They chose to receive. They will kick off starting the second half action here this evening. Again, the workhorse for the Vikings all year long. We just learned this just a little bit ago as well, that Garrett Brown, their running back for Vinton County, just reached the 1,000-yard marker for the Vikings this year, and he's been the workhorse for them, especially once their starting quarterback went down here a couple weeks ago at Warren. So he's been the workhorse for the Vikings, Bill. Something that the Vikings are really going to have to work on going into playoff action is extra points and conversions.
Yeah, they have missed, three
opportunities tonight.
3 kicks and 2 extra points. Two
the
times
Rockets were able to
trying
shut
to
it
get
down.
2 extra points.
So the Rockets, again, has much improvement tonight on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. Again, our thoughts and prayers go out to our freshman cornerback and running back, Josh Clarkson. He went down there late in the second quarter and make a note as well. A great sportsmanship, Bill, by the Vikings. Their whole team came out to the hash mark, took a knee, coaching staff, players and all, and I thought that was absolutely terrific.
Yeah, I really appreciate Vinton County doing that.
Shows great sportsmanship.
Yes, so it shows great sportsmanship in a time when sometimes rumors and things get started and said, and we don't know exactly how it happened. But, boy, they walked out on the field, and like I said earlier, there's something about 2 teams going out there, laying it on the line, and you can give, even though you're beating that team, you still give them respect because they're out there doing their best.
Absolutely. Again, let's run down a list of our sponsors again real quick before we get action back underway. We're still waiting for the lights to come on here at halftime. The sponsors for this year for the Golden Rockets is People's Bank, Mayor Charlie Hudson of Wellston, Martin Floor Store in Jackson, Ruoff Mortgage, Lock and Load, Adina Health Systems, McWilliams Funeral Home, Happenings Bistro, Montgomery Trucking, and BCR Construction. Thank you folks all for your fine support. And we do this for the last 3 years since COVID hit, Bill, and this has been a huge hit for surrounding school areas. BMG Media does this for Golden Rocket football as well as Vinton County athletics for football and basketball in Vinton County as well. And these guys have done an amazing job with that. Not to forget down the road at Oak Hill as well. So the three neighboring school districts right around us, BMG Media has done an amazing job with that. It's been so good. Even at Oak Hill, I remember one game down there this year. The neighbors or somebody got frightened because they saw the drone video flying around and got the police involved at the football game and saying, "Hey, what are you guys doing? There's a football game going on and you're flying a drone over top." And he says, "Whoa, hold on just a minute. That's all part of it here."
That's part of the experience. So much so, we saw the introduction and the music and the plays and things that they're running there. I'm almost ready to see Hank Williams, "Are you ready for some football?" Bust out and make things come alive.
Yeah. So the lights are coming back on now. They're going to start the 3-minute clock while both teams warm up on both ends of the field. Again, the Vikings won the toss here to start the game tonight, and they chose to receive. So they'll be kicking off to start second half action. Here's this evening. Again, around the area, just to give you some quick updates on scores around the area real quick before we get started here back the second half with our contest. It's Ironton 28 now, Portsmouth 0, South Point 3, Gallia 33, Zane Trace 28, Adina 0, Logan 27, Zanesville 0 as well. So big shout out. Bill, some positive things for the Rockets. Again, we've seen positive things both sides of the ball. Justin Jackson has done a really nice job for a freshman taking care of the football in a big game like this, big rivalry game. As well, kudos to the Vikings quarterback as well. Sets in the pockets well, throws the ball really well, hit a couple of receivers tonight himself. And so good football game tonight. Rockets just on the wrong end of it, 26-0.
Yeah, there hasn't been too many offsets. Wellston has taken advantage of any kind of kicking. We've got kicking advantages there where the ball, we've got good rolls. There hasn't been any fumbles to recover. There haven't been any interceptions. So Wellston you've got to take advantage of, like we said earlier, even the time on the clock, taking as much time as you can to make sure that Vinton County doesn't have more time to get in the end zone.
All right, we're ready to get action back underway here. The officials have both teams back out on the field right now. And we're ready to get action back underway. Again, you are watching Golden Rocket football here on BMG Media. Coming live to you tonight from the Jones, C.H. Jones Field here in Wellston, Ohio. Bill Norris and I'm Bub Norris, your commentators here for this evening. Back deep for the Rockets again, we have number 37. Cole Kemp back deep for the Rockets, along with number 8, Seth Lambert, and number 12, Bennett Yadernacek. Number 35 on the kick for the Vikings is Cooper Habron. Kick is a good one. Going to be taken at about the 15 by Kemp. Kemp trying to pick his hole, comes up through the center of the field, puts his head down, runs over a guy, drags him all the way across the 36-yard line, Bill. Good return once again for the
Wellston
Rockets.
has had excellent returns on the kickoffs. They all night long they have.
We'd like to have had them all year long.
Yes. that would have been a good thing, yeah.
Yeah, 11:52 to go here in the third quarter, just getting third quarter action underway. Rockets look down at the wristbands to take the signal in from Coach Polson. As Justin Jackson, he's going to slide up under center with Bodie Kemp behind him.
Or as I like to say, Bubba.
Takes a snap. Going to hand off to Kemp over the left side. Puts his head down. He has some real estate. He's going to gain about 8 on the play. Great carry, and I was surprised we didn't have a horse collar call on that play, but did not happen. Give him a gain of about 8 on the play.
It looks as though Vinton County has a lot of clean jerseys in
It
there
does
now.
look that way. It does look that way, yes. Although it does look like they have the starting secondary in there, maybe some new defensive linemen up front. We'll try to get those names for you. Number 61 in there for the Vikings up front. That would be Bo Ray. Again, Rockets up under center. Jackson under center. Kemp in the backfield. Thompson in motion to the right. Takes the snap. Going to hand off to Kemp over the right side. Hit at the line of scrimmage and going nowhere. Great penetration. That time number 33 for the Vikings. And that would be Gabe Roski on the stop. Give him a loss of about a half a yard. Brings up third down and about 2 with 10:54 to go here in the third quarter.
Vinton County wanted to get a little experience for their younger guys, and should do so because it's you need some field time, you need some trial by fire.
Again, the Rockets walk to the line of scrimmage. Jackson up under center. Thompson in motion to the left. Takes a snap. Hands off to Kemp over the left side. Cuts it back inside. He is going to be close to a first down, but just short. Bill, I'm thinking now when you're that close to a first down, are you in 4-down territory?
Oh, they're centering him down. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Good placement.
Well, we'll take it.
We'll take it. Like I said, we'll take what they're given.
Forward progress, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh? 10:15 to go in the third quarter. Rockets trailing 26-0 your score. Rockets pick up a first down. Again, some clean jerseys for the Vikings up front. A smart move by Coach Carper on his side, trying to minimize the risk of any of his players getting hurt going into playoff action next week.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can do that, if you have the manpower to do that, that's great.
Hand off to Kemp over the right side, and again, he's going to be stopped right at the line. Number 54 for the Vikings on the leading the charge for them on that play. Making the stop is Reagan Newsom. Loss of about a half a yard on the play. Number 62 in there as well. That's Ashton Fisher for the Vikings. For the Rockets, number 72 still in there up front. That's senior Xavier Miller. Number 77, Layden Hypes.
Yeah,
number 58 in there as well. Another senior, Bill. We want to mention them a lot tonight. Brennan Tabern up front for the Rockets.
I don't think Wellston can do a lot of replacing of players, seeing the numbers that we have on the sideline.
Justin at shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back 3 steps, looking. Nice pass across the middle, but that's going to be almost intercepted. And
Boy,
Justin puts a little bit more air under that. That goes for 6.
That's a 6, yeah.
But number 22 makes a great defensive play for the Vikings. And that is Clayton Lester. He just sat back there in center field and read that ball well, almost made a spectacular interception.
Yeah, if it would have been just about 3 or 4 inches higher, he wouldn't have been able to jump up to catch it. But kudos to him. He just about brought it down.
9:09 remaining here in the third. Justin Jackson, the freshman, at quarterback, takes a snap, rolls to his right. He's looking downfield, throws it across the center, and again just throws it in a dead area. Had a receiver in the area, but just threw it away. Brings up 4th and down, 4th and about 11 for the Rockets. Again, Justin hasn't done anything as a freshman to hurt the Rockets tonight,
No.
Bill. At quarterback, he does a nice job.
Hasn't taken too many chances, and here we got Wellston getting ready to punt. We need a long punt. We need it away from the center of the field.
Sees the field very, very well for a freshman. Always has his eyes downfield looking for his receivers. Very impressive, although haven't been able to stack up any numbers much tonight, but still looks good for a freshman. The snap is good. The punt, we're going to get it away. Nice end over end punt. Going to hit at about the 25. Going to stop at about roll back at about the 21, where the Vikings, Bill, will take over 1st and 10.
Now I'm kind of looking for their first team to come back out. I'm seeing some dirtier uniforms there. Maybe mixed in a few of the cleans.
Well, you'll see Allman, Brown, Dawson, and company. And number 80 back out there for the Vikings. That is Colt Prater. Allman leaving the field right now. Sean Bourne at shotgun. Takes a snap, hands off to Brown around the left side, following his blocker, turns it up inside, puts his head down, give him a gain of about 7 or 8 on the play.
Now, what we want to see here the second half, we want to see Wellston to continue to keep pressure on Vinton County and not let we had a couple slips in the first half where they had a couple big plays. We don't want to see the big play games.
Vikings going no huddle, 2nd down and 1. Sean Bourne at quarterback, Brown in there at the halfback spot. Takes a snap, going to keep it himself, roll to the left. Sean Bourne turns it up, and he's got some real estate over the left side. Picks up a Viking first down out close to the 44-yard line. Again, calling out some of the Rockets for us again out there. Number 8, Seth Lambert, playing at that one corner spot. Number 54 out there for the Rockets, that's Hunter Collins, again, another sophomore. 2 sophomores out there. Number 37 at safety for the Rockets, that's Cole Kemp. He's another sophomore. It's a very young football team, Bill. We've mentioned many times already tonight. Be exciting to see what happens with the Rockets the next couple years with this group.
Now, we might try to see Vinton County try to do a few more things differently as far as play-wise.
Sean Bourne at shotgun. Once again, takes a snap. Hands off, counter back to the right side. Scott gets around, as he gets around outside. Number 5 breaks the corner, gets around the corner. Again, that is Lane Habron on the carry, a sophomore for the Vikings, so they have a couple bright spots themselves.
Now, we saw there, if we get a replay, you'll notice that our man came up to make the tackle and got sidestepped.
Took a bad angle, certainly.
Took a bad angle. Yeah, that's what you have to make an angle, and you have to make sure that guy, when you hit him, he's there close to that sideline so he can't cut back in.
Vikings inside Rocket territory now, down to about the 34-yard line. Sean Bourne takes a snap from shotgun, hands to Brown around the left corner, and he's stopped
in the
slammed
backfield.
Down in the backfield by number 78 for the Rockets, Gage Goheen, another sophomore. Brown gives up just a little bit gimpy on the play, but don't reckon that's going to slow him down much for the Vikings.
Now, if I'm Vinton County's coach, I'm wanting to put the nail in the coffin and let's get another score on the board as quick as we can. Try to take the life out of Wellston.
We'll take the life out of Wellston and put us in a running clock situation. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11. Call it 12. Vikings eating a lot of clock. When an option pitch to Brown to the right side. Takes his head down. Again, just packs a couple Rockets down the field for an extra 3 or 4 after initial contact. Takes it down to about the 25-yard line.
Once again, we're going to give a shout out to all those folks watching on Facebook or YouTube live, and shout out to BMG for producing. This is a big production. Guys get here way before the game and stay way after the game, picking up materials and things like that.
Lane Habron in the game at tailback. Brown goes out for the Vikings. They go in motion, going to option, and again stuffed.
Well, someone's doing some work there on the Wellston line. Yeah, we had the push there, and we got through the line. Now, maybe because Vinton County's got the clean jerseys in, but
I don't think they have them in clean yet.
Yeah.
Some of these kids are still starters, I see, that have been out there all night for the Vikings. The Rockets just came to life on that play.
They did. And this is what we're talking about, not losing their spirit here in the toward the end of the third quarter.
Boy, with not having Garrett Brown in the game for the Vikings certainly takes one of the weapons away from them. But let's see who they go to now with Brown not in the game with 4th and 4. Takes a snap. Again, the defense gets the corner. He's down the sidelines, and that's coming back for a hold. The official waited. That hold actually took place way before the official threw the flag. I think he was waiting to see what actually transpired at the end of that play. But that was definitely a hold on the corner over there on the defensive inside on the left side, Bill.
So you're talking about game management now.
That's what we were talking about. He was going to see what happened, and he threw his flag from the spot of the foul, which where I saw it took place and pushes it back. Again, the Vikings still in 4-down territory here with no question about it. It's going to be interesting to see if the Vikings take a chance. I'm not sure what's going on with Garrett Brown on the sideline, but maybe the Vikings might be just keeping him over there, giving him some rest and not taking any more chances. Obviously, this game's well out of reach. He is back in the game. I apologize. I see him out there right now. So let's see with this 4-down situation. The Vikings like to go to that, put Brown right in that slot and send him straight down the center of the field and pass the ball to him. Let's see if the Vikings go to that play on this snap. Sean Bourne at shotgun. Takes the snap. That's exactly what they're going to do. Throws out in the flats and pass just incomplete. Bill, huge defensive stand for the Rockets.
Yeah, Rockets picking up the ball now and turning over to offense. I'm not sure exactly what happened on that play. The pass fell gravely short. I'm not sure if the man took a bad route or the wrong route.
Folks, we apologize for the occasional cough here. We've been under the weather just a little bit for the last week or so we're still recovering. But we apologize for that. Rockets take over, Bill, on downs. Huge defensive stand for the Rockets with 4:44 to go here in the third quarter. 26-0 your score. Obviously, the game is pretty much out of reach for the Rockets. We want to see how they respond the rest of this game offensively. You've got Lambert back there at tailback. Had a couple good runs there in the first half. And Jackson so far tonight for freshman has done nothing to hurt the Rockets offensively.
Yeah, we want to see Wellston move the ball.
Going to hand over to Lambert over the right side, and he has a little bit of real estate, Bill, again, about 5 or 6 yards on the carry.
The thing of it is he had a hole there to run through. And when you get that hole, if you can make it just to the line of scrimmage where that hole is, if it opens up, you can slide through, and you're going to get an extra 4 or 5 yards.
Well, kudos to our guys up front, Bill. Number 78, Gage Goheen, a sophomore. Number 77, Landon Hypes, a sophomore up front, making some running lanes for the Rocket running backs.
Yeah, I will always give linemen kudos when that hole opens up and you can run through it and you don't get hit until you get in the other team's backfield.
The freshman under center, barking out the signals. Takes the snap, hands off to, I believe, Lambert again. The Rockets were expecting movement from the Vikings, but the Vikings didn't jump off sides, and it caught the Rockets by surprise, thought that they did jump, but the Vikings did not.
Right.
So therefore,
little mix-up on the play after that.
Pushes the Rockets back just a little bit. 3rd and 6 with 3:25 to go in the third. Again, I know a lot of the fans and people in both areas expected this score to be a lot worse than what it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Missed it.
Ooh.
What a throw.
Through his hands.
What a throw.
Nice throw, nice interchange, but he just didn't catch it. And it was there.
It was there. Perfect pass. Just, again, just game time is what these kids need, and confidence.
Right.
Confidence levels to be able to reel that thing in. The pass was there, made a great attempt. Again, a freshman to a sophomore on the pass.
JVs.
That's it. Just need more experience and under the lights on Friday nights. Rockets have done well so far punting the ball. Evan Canner doing a great job so far for the Rockets. He's punted well all night long, and he punts another one really well on that play. Going to take a rocket roll, and the Vikings, what are they thinking?
Trying to pick it up.
Wow, and I'm sure
he'll get a talking
Coach
to.
Carpenter, you took the words right out of my mouth, and who's the first guy over there on the Viking sideline is saying, hey, come here, son. We're going to talk about that in just a minute.
Come here, let me tell you something. Let me talk to you.
That's you and I have a little chat.
He had 2 men in front of him getting and he's lucky that they didn't come full force because they thought he'd just let it go. And he picked it up, and they had to tackle him.
Yeah, he's having a little conversation over there on the sideline right now, but again, that's what good coaches do. They have chats with their guys out there. So 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Rockets trail 26-0 your score. Vikings in content, just running the clock down, which is what we would do and you'd expect them to do. Going to pitch it and going to hand it to Garrett Brown around the left side on a counter trap play. he's going to get about 8 or 9 on the carry. And again, Bill, we mentioned in the first half, Garrett in this game tonight has reached 1,000 yards rushing. So congratulations to him on his accomplishment this year.
That is no easy task.
2:40 to go in the third quarter. Rockets trailing 26-0. 2nd and 1 for the Vikings. Bill, I'm not so sure. I know the score is 26-0, but how long as a coach would you leave some of your star players in the game when you know that you're going to go on next week to play in a playoff game?
Yeah.
Vikings with another counter, picking up the first down, gets it to about the 32-yard line. And on the carry, I believe, is number 25 for the Vikings, and that would be Joshua Thacker on the carry.
Well, like you were saying, how far do we need to go? If it's a close game, you leave them in there and they grind it out. But a game like this, maybe they, if they get a twisted ankle in the fourth quarter and they're out next week, that would be a bad thing.
Wouldn't want that to happen.
No.
Sean Bourne under center, takes a snap, hands off to Brown around the left side. Again, he's had a lot of success tonight around that corner and give him a gain of about another 13 on the carry.
And I'll give it up for Vinton County's line. Vinton County's line is making holes for him to. They're not running around the corner every single time. They're making some holes themselves.
Again, the Vikings taking their time with the play calling, getting it in from the sideline. Minute 29 to go here in the third. Rockets trail 26-0, your score.
Yeah, at this point, Vinton County is going to use the clock to their advantage also, just like Wellston was trying to do in the first half. Same
Brown
play.
on the left side. Again, he's going to be stopped. Again, the Vikings are just a little bit predictable, Bill. When you see Brown, from a coaching standpoint, many times, more times than not, when he's lined up to the right side of the quarterback, that play's going left 75% of the time.
Well, they want, as we said, we're talking about speed here. They want him full force by the time he hits that line of scrimmage.
And usually is full force. He's hard. He's a hard cat to bring down. 44 seconds to go.
I'm thinking pass this time.
Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Sean Bourne at shotgun for the Vikings. 2nd down and 9. Takes the handoff. Going to play action. He's under some pressure. Going to be sacked and brought down in the backfield by a host of Rockets. And one of our favorite players for the Rockets, number 12.
Yeah.
Bennett Yadernacek on the sack for the Rockets.
Had a little stunt going on because they've moved him to linebacker.
Bill, I understand we have a lot of viewers tonight on Facebook showing us a lot of attention, so we want to send a big shout out to all those folks for all their fine comments.
We appreciate it. We're glad folks are viewing and they're looking in and calling, texting. Hopefully not too many of them have my phone number, but
at the end of 3, it's the Vinton County Vikings 26, the Rockets 0, but much improvement for the Rockets, Bill, on both sides of the ball again tonight. Many people in the area expected this game to be a lot worse score-wise than what it is tonight. Again, you can't count it a personal victory for the Rockets, but they sure have improved on both sides of the ball the last game of the year tonight.
And this is what we've called for. Not necessarily because we know of the struggles they've had. Are we expecting them to go out and put a victory on the board every week? But how much can we improve from the previous week?
Rockets heading into fourth quarter action tonight. Have, again, made much improvements on both sides of the ball. 3rd down and about 12 for the Vikings on their own 46-yard line. Again, I'm not sure the Vikings will take a chance in 4-down territory here if they don't get much on the play. Probably punt that thing away and try to pin the Rockets as deep as they possibly can. Again, the scoreboard has to reach the 30-point difference for us to obtain a running clock. And the Vikings are knocking on that door at 26 right now.
Yeah, beginning, I thought that Vinton County would try to make a quick score and get that clock rolling.
Sean Bourne at shotgun. Long count. Takes a snap, drops back 3 steps. Looking, looking under pressure again, looking downfield. It's batted down by number 12, the SWAT crew.
The SWAT team.
Bennett Yadernacek brings up 4th down for the Vikings. An interesting call for Coach Carper right here. Do you want to give the Rockets any field position, although they haven't been able to generate much offense tonight at all? Do you punt it deep to try to pin the Rockets back as deep as you possibly can, then expecting in the next series to be able to get your ball on the Rocket side of the field? But the Vikings are going for it here. 4th and 11, ball on their own 46-yard line.
Look for the pass.
Takes a snap, pitches it around the corner. Number 3 tries to turn the corner. He does. And, well, the Rockets had him stopped, but what an amazing run by number 3 for the Vikings, Dawson Brown. Rockets had him stopped before he reached the 1st down marker, and he just had the determination.
He got an extra when they first hit him. He got the extra 10 for the 1st down.
Great determination there by Dawson Brown to pick up the 1st down for the Vikings. And I don't know what the officials were looking at. That was clearly a 1st down, and a really slow signal in that one. I thought, come on, fellas.
I thought, you're not going to come out to try to measure it, are you?
That was a 1st down, clearly.
I could see that from up here in the booth.
Takes a snap. Going to pitch around to Brown around the left corner again.
Got our defensive end pushed inside.
Number 37.
They're talking to each other out there on the field about what happened.
Kemp down on the sidelines for the Rockets. Again, when Garrett Brown gets the wheels rolling, he's a hard cat to bring down.
Yeah, he gets the momentum going.
He's not the fastest guy in the world, but when he gets all the body parts working in the right direction, he's hard to bring down.
Yeah, he's a force.
He reminds you of like a John Riggins or somebody like that years ago. Used to play for the Redskins, or a Larry Zonka that played for the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
That kind of a type of a runner when he runs. I mean, he's not going to blow you away with speed, but he's hard to bring down.
Right, and giving kudos when they're using him to his fullest ability right now, and letting him get ahead of steam. They're not handing the ball to him directly in the backfield. Usually he's coming from a wing back position and then running across field, getting up ahead of steam.
Vikings lining up with 11:26 to go. Sean Bourne at shotgun for the Vikings. Brown to his right. Takes a snap. Going to hand off. Nope. Going to play action across the middle. What a bobble circus catch. Was that intercepted?
No, it hit the ground.
Okay. Looked like it might have popped up.
Yeah, I saw it pop up, but I believe it was here. Let's see it on the TV.
Nice play action pass by the Vikings on that play. Boom, turns over, rolls over. Yep, You're right. It did hit the ground. So incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10 from the 28-yard line. 11:20 to go here in the ball game. Rockets trailing 26-0 your score.
Well, folks, as things are winding down, we'll talk after this play.
Up under center now are the Vikings. Going to hand off to number 3 up the right side. He's got a whole group of guys leading the way for him. And again, a really good-looking runner is Dawson Brown for the Vikings. He's a senior.
Now, folks, they're running. They're wanting to get in there. They're wanting to get that clock rolling. So they're not taking too much time right now. And Wellston's got to be prepared for the play.
Going to shout out some of these kids. We'll get some more names and numbers for our Rocket kids here in just a moment. Especially our seniors on senior night. Sean Bourne running the clock down for the Vikings under center. Takes a snap, push Brown in motion to the left. Brown steps inside, couple juke steps at the line of scrimmage, bounces off a couple guys, and he's going to dance right on into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. 32-0 your score now. 10:34 to go in the ball game. From this point on, we'll have a running clock situation.
And we have the quarterback sneak in for the 2 points.
They did punch it in for 2 points. Again, that's going to be something I'm sure the Viking coach will be working on this week as they prepare to go into playoff action next week, is working on those extra points, Bill. Those are going to be crucial because now you're not playing the bottom of the league guys. Now you're playing number 1 seeds
coming in.
Yeah, you're going to be, and every point counts.
Yeah.
Every snap counts.
Which is one of the things that about a lot of high school teams is they don't really connect with that extra point. Well, it's just 1 point. Well, that 1 point may get you a win.
Absolutely.
And so, and I know a lot of boys are going soccer style. Hey, how about getting a square-toed shoe? How about making that automatic?
Absolutely.
A square-toed shoe will put that ball through the uprights real quick.
Hey, seniors real quick for the Rockets. Number 21, Braylon Thompson. Number 44, Bodie Kemp. Number 58, Brennan Tabor. Number 72, Xavier Miller. Just those 4 or 5 seniors is all the Rockets have senior-wise. So you can really see how young of a team that the Rockets really are. Vikings approach the ball. It'll be an end-over-end kick. Somebody needs to catch that thing in the air. Kemp's going to get it at about the 15. Turns it upfield and gets tripped up at the 25-yard line where the Rockets will take over 1st and 10. We will be going running clock situation now. It does look like we do have some clean jerseys up front for the Vikings, but maybe some same guys out there. Defensively in the secondary. 10:20 to go. Clock running. And again, what I'm doing if I'm the Rockets here, Bill, at this point, I'm running the clock all the way down inside 5 seconds from the coach, and that just eliminates and keeps the ball out of your opponent's hands for as much as possible. Jackson at shotgun for the Rockets with Bodie Kemp to his left. Takes a snap. Jackson rolls back, throws out in the flats. It's intercepted. First mistake he's made tonight. Vikings going to take it into the end zone for a pick 6, I believe. It is. And that would have been Dawson Brown on the interception for the Vikings. And first mistake he's made tonight as a freshman in a big game like that. You know, it is okay.
And I'll even say first misstep for Wellston tonight as far as making a turnover / touchdown.
So let's see if the Vikings try an extra point. It appears that, nope, they have the offensive unit out there going for 2.
Not much confidence in their kicker.
Vikings going for 2, up 40-0. 9:47 to go in the contest. Takes a snap, hands off to Brown up the middle. He goes into the end zone to 2-point conversion. Now makes the score 42-0.
Now, folks, I will tell you from experience, kicking that ball through the uprights takes a little bit of skill, but for the most part, if you're squared up and you kick the ball in the right position on the ball, that ball is going to go in that direction and through those uprights. And Vinton County, when you go up against these other bigger teams, they might have a good goal line stand, and you may not, you may only be going away with 6 points rather than 7, or since they're going for 2, you'll miss out on the 2 points also.
Back deep for the Rockets again, number 12, Bennett Yadernacek, number 37, Cole Kemp. And on up the way is number 8, Seth Landry. Forty-two to nothing your score. The kick is a good one. It's an end-over-end kick. Rockets muff the punt, goes back to the 10-yard line. Kemp looking for a way out, and he's trying to find it. He's got a little bit of a way out. Horse collar, face mask, and he brings it out to the 45.
I think we're talking about game management again. Let's keep that clock rolling because there was clearly a face mask. You saw his head jerk around.
9:24 remaining. Again, a lot of secondary starters out there for the Vikings. Some of the new players out there.
Rocket first down on the 45.
Number 52. He is not on their program list. Jackson looks back, throws it out in the flats. It's almost intercepted.
I think he's wanting to get some completions under his wing, and he's trying a little bit too hard.
Reading it too much on that side.
Yeah.
Looking at one receiver too much instead of maybe looking off a little bit.
Yeah. From
the quarterback spot to look off that linebacker, make him at least freeze him for just a moment.
Yeah.
And again, very poised for Justin out there tonight for the Rockets at quarterback spot. Even though he's a freshman, he's made one mistake. He's going to hand off to Kemp around the right side. Number 54 hits him at the line of scrimmage.
Our pulling lineman didn't get to the defensive end in time.
Reagan Newsom on the stop for the Vikings.
Because by the time Kemp got there, defensive end was standing there waiting on him.
Now we see a lot of new jerseys out there now for the Vikings.
And rightly so. They need to get in there, get some touches, and get those butterflies out in case they're called man up and come on out.
Rockets take the snap. Jackson rolls to his left, looking downfield, throws it downfield, and almost caught. The intended receiver that time was number Bennett, number 12, Bennett Yadernacek. Pass incomplete, brings up 4th down, and obviously Rockets going to have to punt here.
Well, he's going to hear it Sunday at church.
Yep. 7:23 to go in this one. Clock still running. Rockets going to go down to the Vikings, 42 to nothing. Going to finish the season 0-10 this year, but a lot of positives to take from this game tonight, even though the score is lopsided as it is. We kind of figured that. But the Rockets have showed improvement on both sides of the ball. That's encouraging. Snap is good. The punt, he gets it away. Not so good. Going to hit it about the 35. The Rockets need to fall on it because it bounces back out to the 40. Brayley Thompson downs it there where the Vikings will take over 1st and 10. Let's see if, the Vikings are going to bring their starting offense back out.
They've got a few white jerseys or clean jerseys mixed in there. I'm not sure that I would agree with that call with 6 minutes left or 6.5 minutes left in the game.
Again, I'm looking beyond this game now and protecting my players.
Right.
I don't care what team it is. It's Vinton County, Wellston, Jackson, Oak Hill, whoever. You really want to protect your players when you have players' opportunity. Going to roll, option to the right. Going to pitch it back to Brown. It's bobbled, and he goes down. Maybe give him a gain, maybe of 1 on the play.
Yeah, it would be tragic if at this point while you're out there playing that you just turn a different way and twist an ankle, or you turn a different way and pull a muscle, and rather than take a break.
6 minutes to go in the contest. Sean Bourne up under center, puts Brown in motion. Going to hand off to Brown over the left side. He's hitting the backfield again. Not sure that I would want to take that risk. He's going to lose about 4 on the play, maybe 5.
And Wellston's line, I'll give it to Wellston, kudos again, because they're not giving up. They haven't, I don't get the sense that they're laying down. I don't get the sense that they've stopped trying to do their best.
Great spot.
Yeah, he was farther back than that. They got him in the backfield.
Sean Morton shotgun with Brown to his right. Takes the snap, going to keep it. Steps up in the pocket, going to pick the pitch back to Brown over the right side. Picks up the first down and more.
He's rolling.
He's rolling, and again, once you get all the wheels on the bus on that cat going, he's hard to bring down.
Yeah, pickup of about 20.
Again, kudos to all of our guys on the sideline. Jace Phillips for his great work, sideline production. All the drone video above C.H. Jones Field tonight, Encompassing Solution with their drone videos tonight. Vikings, I think, take a timeout on the field with 4:49 to go to bring in maybe the second unit. 42-0 your score. Send a shout out to all of our fine sponsors that help make BNG Media possible. People's Bank, Mayor Charlie Hudson of Wellston, Martin Floor Store in Jackson, Ruoff Mortgage out of Gallipolis, Ohio, Lock and Loaded here in Wellston, Medina Health Systems, McWilliams Funeral Home in Wellston, Happenings Bistro here in Wellston, and Montgomery Trucking here in Wellston, and BCR Construction here in Wellston as well. Thank you all for your fine sponsorship. 4:49 to go in the contest. Looks like the Vikings have taken a timeout, Bill, which they did to get their JV unit ready to come out on the field to finish up this second half. Shout out to all of our seniors again that's playing their last 4 minutes here at the Jones at the C.H. Jones Field. Brayley Thompson, Bodie Kemp, Brennan Taborn, Xavier Miller. Those 4 seniors. Hats off to them for sticking it out for this season, for the rough season that they have had. They've stuck it out and done the best that they could, and we're just looking for more positive things for years to come with these freshman, sophomore, and junior class. Vikings go with a backup unit. Hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down in the backfield. Again, you're seeing the JV team on the field for the Rockets right now.
Right. They've been out there all night. Now when they're facing another JV team, then they start taking care of business.
4:10 to go in the contest. Again, I think the Rockets coaching staff is putting together some additional players here on the sidelines to try to work them in the game as well. Again, our hearts and prayer goes out to Josh Clarkson, not knowing his status. He got carted off the field here this evening for the Rockets. Hopefully we will get an update on that. Vikings take the snap, first back through, puts his head down, give him a gain back to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like. Possibly another gain of maybe 1 on the play with 3:35 to go. Again, we wish the Vikings all the best of luck the rest of the season as they start playoff action, I believe, next. I'm not sure if it's next Friday or Saturday. Just keep a watch on social media or go to their website to see what time they play and who they play for sure. Number 18 is the quarterback for the Vikings. That's Chase Greer. He's a freshman. Going to hand off to number 28.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Quickly. And that ball carrier is number 28, Zach Mulholland. 4th down for the Vikings, and they're in 4-down territory. Why not? Clock still running, 2:40 to go with the running clock. 42-0 your score.
I'd like to give a big shout out to the Wellston fans. Folks are still here in the stands supporting the team. We appreciate that. Wellston will start their rebuilding, Monday?
Hopefully they'll get some things ironed out here as far as winter weightlifting, coaches, whatever direction they decide to go with there.
Yeah.
Get some things ironed out for these kids so things they can turn it around here.
I was thinking that getting that weight program started.
Quarterback takes a snap and not going to pick up a first down, so the Rockets will take over. Be 1st and 10 for the Rockets. We do have a couple clean jerseys coming out on the field for the Rockets.
Not a bad penalty game tonight.
Oh, you're right, Bill. That's correct.
We've had three penalties called, and been a pretty good game as far as we thought we've had a couple helmet contact, had a couple maybe offsides, and that's been about it.
Again, hats off to the Vikings tonight. They're going to move on to playoff action next weekend. Hopefully they'll be able to get a few things ironed out. As I know everybody's been able to see that, especially on your extra point conversions and kicks and so forth. But they have a bright future as well with a minute and a half to go here. Thompson in motion. Jackson under center. Takes a snap. Broken play. He rolls to his left. Throws it out of bounds. He's been coached up well. When you're on the run, nobody's open, get rid of it, and that's exactly what he done. So at a minute and a half to go here. Let's see, the Rockets may run one more play and end this season. Again, we want to congratulate the Vinton County Vikings tonight on the season that they've had this year. And the Rockets, a rebuilding process, obviously. They'll get some things turned around, get it figured out, and come back bigger and stronger next year. Jackson hands off to Kemp around the right side. A lot of real estate. And, we'll take it. The official looked right at a hold and didn't call it. So
game management.
That's exactly what we've talked about all year long. Now, if we're in your tight ball game, then absolutely you throw that flag. But kudos to that, the official on the sideline there, as he was able to just let that play go on. Again, one more shout out to our seniors tonight. Brayley Thompson, Bodie Kemp, Brennan Taborn, and Xavier Miller. Last play that these young men will ever play here at the Jones. Takes the snap. Going to hand off to Lambert up the right side. Good defensive stop for the Vikings. And, folks, that's going to do it for this 2022 football season for the Golden Rockets. Didn't finish on the note that they wanted. But, again, Bill, we want to take just a second here to commend all of these young men for sticking it out for this tough season that they've had this year.
Well, when the season goes this way and things go south, one of the easiest things to do is like, I'm out. I'm not. I want to be on a winning team.
Don't want to be a part of it.
When you can't be on a winning, you got to have some tough times to be able to appreciate the good times. We don't need any of the fair weather football players where, well, I'm not going to play tonight. It's raining. We want the guys that will get out there and get with it and stick with it when the chips are down too.
One more shout out to our sponsors to finish out this year. People's Bank, Mayor Charlie Hudson of Wellston, Martin Floor Store in Jackson, Ruoff Mortgage in Gallipolis, Ohio, Lock and Load here in Wellston, Adina Health Systems, McWilliams Funeral Home here in Wellston, Happenings Bistro here in Wellston, Montgomery Trucking here in Wellston, and BCR Construction here in Wellston as well. So, folks, we want to thank you for tuning in all season long, listening to us and putting up with us, announce these football games. It's been fun. It's been a joy, although the season hasn't been what the Rockets have wanted. We actually saw probably the best performance I've seen Wellston have all year, even though they got beat the way they did tonight. Just a terrific job. Much improvement.
Yeah, improvement. They put strings of plays together on on both sides of the field to stop Vinton County at times and to get a few first downs.
And, Bill, we want to remind everybody to continue on to watch basketball. Will start up here in a few weeks. BMG Media will be carrying that for Wellston and Vinton County, so be sure and tune into that again for this 2022 football season. For Bill Norris, I'm Bub Norris saying good night. God bless America, everybody.